What's up, guys? You know what time it is? It's zombie killing time again. That's right. It's time for another game featuring those undead fiends of fright, your unfriendly neighborhood zombie men. This time, the good folks at Rebellion have returned with a new iteration in their classic Zombie Army series. That is, Zombie Army 4 Dead War. Rebellion is no slouch when it comes to zombie slaying games. They cut their teeth with Nazi Zombie Army, moved on to Zombie Army Trilogy, and have now graced us with Zombie Army 4 Dead War. The thing about zombie games, as you all know, is they're extremely plentiful. Whether it's a side mode in a game or a game totally focused on the subject matter, the fact remains that we have a glut of zombie games to choose from. So why give two shakes of a disemboweled colon about this game? Well, the reason is because Rebellion knows what they are doing when it comes to the undead. Whether it's the zombie variety, levels, atmosphere, physics, and gun game, Rebellion knows how to put these things all together in one excellent package. So let's take a moment and clear our palate of the years of prior zombie games and take a look at what Zombie Army 4 has to offer, both good and bad, in my review of Zombie Army 4 Dead War. First, let's take a look at the controls. If you've played Zombie Army Trilogy, then right off the bat you're going to be at home with the controls of Zombie Army 4. The controls, while slightly altered with the exclusion of going prone, are still primarily the same as their previous title, and are just as effective as ever. Some may be unhappy that you can't go prone in this title, but honestly, in my playthrough, I never once ran into a situation where I needed to go prone. With that said, I must acknowledge that there does seem to be a bit of a glitch that pops its head up from time to time. This glitch can make left analog movement a bit janky at times. It doesn't make the game unplayable, but can be a bit of a nuisance when it does show up. I know it's not just me, because I have seen online where others have commented on this, but like I said, it only shows up from time to time and never once kept me from beating a level or escaping an enemy. However, it would be nice to see a patch put in place to address this. Zombie Army 4 offers you two modes of play. You have your typical campaign mode as well as fan-favorite Horde Mode. Campaign consists of 9 missions with anywhere from 1 to 4 chapters in each. These 9 missions, while not sounding like much, will actually provide you with many hours of entertainment. Some of the individual chapters alone took me over an hour to complete on the medium difficulty setting. Now, this coupled with the fact that in each chapter are hidden items such as comic pages, letters, upgrade kits, and the often hilarious severed hands doing silly things, crazy things that are just out of place, are there for you to hunt down, and you have quite a few things to keep you scouring the levels even longer. And scour you should, because each level has been meticulously designed with an excellent World War II facade, covered in the decay of a world overrun by the undead. No matter where you turn, you are greeted with a world that does more than act as a backdrop for killing zombies. The design of each level oftentimes had me staring at a non-important object, corpse, or blood smear and wondering what had happened here. One time I came up on a corpse that was in a bunker, knife in hand, and laying all around him were the remnants of carved guns he had made. There were so many I instantly started creating a story in my mind. Had he been here for weeks, hiding, slowly losing his mind? It was amazing how the stage designers ignited my imagination with their stage design. The world tells a story, and even though you know it's not real, your mind at times will still begin to fill in the blanks. An awesome experience, and one that demands you look in every nook and cranny of each level. You're doing yourself a great disservice if you don't. With little Easter eggs to find in each level that make reference to other horror franchises on top of all that. This game pays a lot of fan service to those who enjoy the horror genre. So keep your eyes peeled for creepy looking dolls, typewriters, and actual Easter eggs. Yes, actual Easter eggs are out there in the environment. Rebellion has also done a great job of adding variety to the stage locations. You will spend time slowly moving through an eerie forest with spooky cabins to explore, an overgrown zoo where every twitch of the grass is reason for concern. a trip to Venice where the dead corpse of Jaws has taken up residence. And what would a zombie game be without a trip to hell? So don't expect to be bored on your adventure. Campaign can be played offline solo or online with up to 3 additional players. Horde Mode in Zombie Army 4 is like Horde Mode in many other games. Your objective is to stay alive as long as possible. Thankfully though, Rebellion has included 4 really fun maps with the base game, and at the time of this review has also included an additional DLC map for free, bringing the total to 5 at this time. Each map is set up in sections, with a new section being revealed after a certain amount of waves have been completed. This is similar to Call of Duty Zombies, just without you having to unlock the sections with money. Also included in each map are traps that will allow you to even the odds when things start to get crazy out of hand. Everything from propeller blades to electric traps are at your disposal when the going gets tough. Scattered throughout the maps are weapons which are free for the taking. As waves pass, new and more powerful, really powerful weapons will be revealed, some of which sporting new enhancements such as electric ammo or divine ammo. Divine ammo doubles the damage done. But more on weapon enhancement later. I'm going to cover a whole section here soon on weapon enhancement. Horde Mode also allows you to adjust the settings to your liking. You can adjust the difficulty as well as the enemy setup and make things as easy or as hard on yourself as you like. This mode is accessible to both casual and hardcore players. Horde Mode can be played offline solo or online with up to 3 other players. Now what good would all this be if there weren't a ton of fun enemy types to kill, and Rebellion has not disappointed. You've got your standard grunts and sniper zombies, as well as more exotic types like the spitters who rise from the stagnant water pools and hurl acidic gut bombs at you, which slows down your movement. Or the suiciders who come running at you full steam ahead, screaming with one goal in mind, to blow you to bloody bits. Or the ones that I hate the most, the crawlers who creep me out by sneaking up on you when you least expect it. And let's not forget the heavies, who enjoy chasing you down with industrial size level saws, miniguns, and flamethrowers. The great thing about these mini bosses, if you will, is that they aren't just bullet sponges, but have weak spots that can be exploited. And the reward for taking down one of these bozos is the privilege of getting to use their own weapons against their buddies. There's just nothing quite like dropping a flamer and then getting to use his flamethrower to cook some corpses. Now your arsenal in this game is your typical World War II armaments. You can pick from several American, German, and Russian rifles, SMGs, and pistols, as well as numerous types of grenades, tripwires, and landmine type support weapons. They're all scattered throughout each chapter. My one major gripe when it comes to the weaponry is the fact that several of them are locked behind the DLC paywall. Some of these weapons were included with the previous game, Zombie Army Trilogy. In my opinion, this is not how you do DLC. Removing items that were included in the previous game and then charging to have them added back into the new game, it's not how you win over your fans. DLC should consist of new weapons and experiences only. So those of you who enjoyed the M1 carbine from the previous game, you better be willing to shell out some extra cash if you want it. It doesn't come standard. Since this is a new game in the series, Rebellion made sure to add a lot of new to the game. Unlike Zombie Army Trilogy, which was for all intents and purposes a bare-bones third-person shooter, it was a great third-person shooter, but still a bare-bones shooter, as there was nothing to unlock, nothing to upgrade or work towards. Zombie Army 4 rectifies this. As you play through the game, you will earn experience points that allow you to level up in a manner similar to that of Call of Duty. You can even prestige like in Call of Duty. As you rank up, you will unlock different perks that can be equipped, adding fun and welcome enhancements to an already enjoyable game. These perks can then also be leveled up, making them more potent than they were originally. Item mods are also unlocked as you level, along with weapon skins and charms that can be attached to your rifle for a bit of flair. And like I mentioned before, all in the same vein as Call of Duty, only a tad lackluster in comparison to COD's skin and charm offerings. Weapons also get in on the upgrades action. As you play, You can find or unlock upgrade kits, which can then be used to unlock attachments for your weapons that increase their ammo capacity, reduce recoil, or add fun effects such as explosive, flame, or divine rounds to the weapons. Last but not least is the addition of a weekly event that changes each Tuesday. These events add rules that can assist or hinder the player as they take on the mission, but completion of these events will net you a bit of additional XP, as well as a weapon skin or emote depending on the offerings of that week. In conclusion, I have to say I've had an absolute blast with Zombie Army 4. Despite the fact I've slaughtered countless millions of undead over numerous other zombie games throughout the years, I never once was bored with this offering. Who knows, maybe I too have become a bit undead from having played all these zombie games, or maybe Rebellion just knows how to deliver an excellent zombie experience. I think I'll go with the latter. So if the presence of rotting meat bags in your games haven't worn out their welcome just yet, give Zombie Army 4 Dead War a try. Like Jello, there is always room for one more headshot. Or two.